If things continue like this, we won't have any customers left.
Well, there's not much we can do about it. We tried to advise them against borrowing from Karis and Joseph, but they think they're being offered a better deal.
But they're not.
That's how business goes. They did not meet our loan application requirements, but they met Joseph's. So he has them.
But they're withdrawing their savings with us to repay their debt to him.
It's a customer's right to access their money as and when they need it, and for whatever purpose they need it. You know that. Now, let's get back to work.
If you're anywhere from home, go back home right now. Well, if you want to go back home, you go back. I didn't come here for you, I came here for my family. Mr. Mabuki, your eldest son, Vincent, was prepared to see my Josiah go to jail for a crime he did not commit. And right now, your Karis and his business partner took my pet.
Anna.
Mr. Mabuki, just how much suffering are you going to let your children put my family through?
I'm not allowing any suffering. What are you talking about?
Anna, please, let's go. Please, just give him his old job back so that he can look after his family.
Anna, for the last time, come home right now. And I don't want anybody's help.
Mr. Mapuki, my family hasn't had a decent meal in weeks. Right now, I'm going to the shamba to catch vegetables that are not even ready to be eaten. Please, Mr. Mapuki, save my family.
What the hell do you think you are doing?
Mulani, I'm sorry. I didn't know it was you. I thought the place was being robbed.
How could anybody steal anything from here when there's nothing left? According to these books, the butcher has been doing very well. But according to my bank account, none of the profits have been put in there. So, where is my share?
I'm sorry, it's all gone.
Gone? Gone where?
I spent it looking for my girlfriend.
What?
You see, she's pregnant with my baby. We are living happily. Then one day...
Snake! We all have a sad story to tell. But we don't all go around stealing from other people to get over it. Get out. You are fired!
Bona Chief, what is this?
Anna, the government is acquiring this land for reforestation program.
Acquiring?
Yes.
You mean stealing?
Anna, whatever is going on here is perfectly legal.
It may be legal, but that does not make it right. How am I supposed to feed my children?
Anna, I understand your predicament.
This is my life and the life of my children. What do you know about what it means to struggle? You have money and you have power. Do you know what it feels to wake up every morning and not knowing what you'll eat that day?
Anna, please.
You and the government that you represent care more about trees than the people who fought for you.
Now, this is enough.
You make promises that we foolishly believe. But once you get into office, you break the same promises.
Anna!
This one. Though you're panicking, one would think you're going to face the firing squad.
Worse than that, I'm going to meet my mother.
Were you meeting my father and the community elders?
Outside my parents' house. But first, your father said he has some business at the butchery.
I wish you'd let me come too. You know, we got married together.
I know, but having you there is probably going to make everything worse. You know how my mother feels about you.
Yes, the more reason she should see me there. So she can get used to the fact that I'm here and I'm here to stay.
But I thought that we could use the softly approach on this one.
As long as it's not too softly. You know how your mother is. She hears what she wants to hear.
I promise. So, how do I look?
Like a man, ready to face his mother. Oh, my poor baby. This will be over very soon. And then after that, I'll have a very special surprise for you.
If you paid earlier, none of this would have happened. Your TV would have been intact. Sorry. Nancy, good to see you. By all means. can I do you for? Or, want alone? Because I'm sure we can come up with an agreement.
Why are you doing this, Karis?
Doing what exactly?
You know I came here to work for the bank. And when I refused your advances, you decided to join Joseph Matata in his money-lending business, just to get in direct competition with me.
Nancy, I think you're overreacting.
So why are you doing this?
It's simple. I'm a businessman, right? And I go where I smell profit. So if you're not in tidings, then you're wasting my time. I have a lot of business to do. And like you can see, my business is flourishing. So please leave. Next!
What do you want?
May I come in?
Just say whatever it is that you have to say and leave me in peace.
Your wife made some valid points earlier. You were unfairly tried for a crime that was committed by my son, Vincent. Whereas Karis's actions are entirely legal, you wouldn't have had the need for his lending services were it not for your association with Vincent's crime. Therefore, as Vincent's father, I take partial responsibility for what has happened to you, and I want to make amends. I'm offering you your job back as a driver.
If you're looking for someone to take the fall for your illegal activities, Mabuki, go elsewhere.
Josiah, I knew nothing of what Vincent was doing. Look, I'm offering you a lifeline, and it's up to you to be man enough to take it. Right now, you should not be living your life for yourself, but for your family.
How dare you? How dare you come into my house and lecture me on how best to bring up my children when your two sons have turned out so badly?
Fine, Josiah. Have it your way.
Nick, we have nothing left to say to each other.
I know, but I need the job.
You should have thought of that before you stole from me.
How will I be able to pay you if you don't give me my job back?
I'll give you one last chance, Nick.
Thank you. I really do appreciate it.
But I'll pay you half of your wage until all that you owe me is paid off. In the meantime, if you mess up again, I'll sack you on the spot.
I promise you, I won't mess up again.
Then what are you waiting for? Go back to work.
There he is. How are you, Pipi?
I'm ready. And we are here for you.
I'm sorry I'm late. Shall we go?
Maybe I should go home and change into a different tie. And once you have told your mother what you have done, then it's not your tie you'll need to worry about, but your life.
4 onions, please. You know I'm your MP and you're one of my constituents.
And what good is that to me if you do not represent my interests and the interests of my family? We are simple local people, and you're the only voice we have to the rest of the country. Why can't you stand up against this decision to take our land away from us?
5 coins, please. And this is a national scheme to help Kenya and its people. Replanting those trees will help the environment.
What good is this environment if nobody's left to live in it? My children will starve to death because I won't have enough food to feed them. You're busy talking about the future, yet you forget about the present. Nobody informed us about this process, yet you force us to accept it. That is not fair.
Keep change.
I don't want your charity. All I want is your respect and the respect of this government.
Mulani, it is a very good thing that you have come to visit us officially after your release. As I always say, he who has no sin, cast the first stone.
Mom!
Mulani, my husband and I want you to know that we've got nothing against you. What happened, happened. And now it is between you and your God.
Mom, please!
Pipi, I'm talking. Mulani, you cannot be judged by men.
Bernadette!
Have I lied? This is something we should not hide. The whole village knows.
You have no right talking to our guests like that.
It's okay.
Madame may think that she knows everything about everyone. But I can assure you that there are things going on in your own backyard which you have no idea about.
What?
Let Philip break the news himself.
Philip, is there something you want to say?
Yes. Mom, Dad, I love you. But I'm a grown man, and I need for you to respect that.
Go on, Philip.
I made a life-changing decision without consulting you. But I'm happy, and I think it was the best thing. Mom, Dad, Red and I got married.
Red and you got what?
Red and I, we're now husband and wife.
Son, you organized the wedding without involving us?
I'm sorry, Dad, but it wasn't planned.
He didn't. It was her. She tricked him.
Mom, no one tricked me.
Did she tell you she's pregnant?
No, of course not.
That little tramp.
Mom!
How dare you call my daughter that?
She isn't pregnant, is she?
No, she isn't.
Good. Then we can still fix this.
Fix what? Still fix what?
Get out of my way.
Mom, what? What? Dad, do something.
I believe she's gone to your house, Philip. I'd follow her if I were you.
What? Mom! I am a grown-up. Look, I can do whatever I want. Mom, listen to me, please. Mom, I can do whatever I want. Look, just because you're my mother does not mean that you have the right to do this. I can marry whoever I want, and right now, more than anything in the world, I want to be married to Red. Mom!
Helen. Helen. Helen.
Mom!
Mrs. Baraka.
I knew it. Look at her. A tramp.
You can't just walk in here and start calling me names. This is our home.
I know what your game is.
Excuse me?
Mom, please, don't.
Stop tricking my son into marrying you.
I did no such thing.
Taking advantage of his good nature.
You, what have you been telling her?
I didn't say anything.
Don't fool around with me.
Pipi married me because he loves me. And I love him too.
Nobody forced or tricked me into doing anything.
Before you met her, you would never have taken such a decision without consulting with me first.
But I've never had to make a decision this big before.
So this is what it's all about. It's not that you don't want Pipi to marry me. You just don't want him to marry anyone at all.
Of course not.
You're afraid of losing him, aren't you?
That's ridiculous.
Is it? You cannot stand the fact that you're no longer the most important woman in his life, can you?
How dare you talk to me like that? Pipi, are you just going to stand there and let her say those things to your own mother?
Red is my wife. My loyalty is with her.
What do you think you're doing?
Well, we have discussed what we were supposed to discuss, and we have agreed on a tariff.
Like father, like son. How can you make decision without me?
Perhaps if you were more prepared to listen to reason, then maybe you'd be included more on the decisions that are made by members of this family.
Reason? Where is the reason in our son marrying a girl who has no respect for tradition?
If you're talking about my daughter again, Bernadette, then you are very wrong about her.
I think it's time for us to leave.
Thank you for your hospitality.
Thank you very much, gentlemen, for coming. It's your son who has no respect, no self-respect. What kind of man is too afraid to tell his own mother about the way he chooses to live his life? Is it really any wonder that our son went ahead and married Red without informing us first when he has you as the mother?
What is that supposed to mean?
This is a family of individuals, and we brought Pipi up in a way that would enable him to stand on his own 2 feet, to have confidence to make his own decisions about his own life. How then can we now turn around and blaming him for doing exactly what we've encouraged him to do all along? Bernadette, it's time to let go. Our little boy is now a man, and he has your love to thank for that. You have been a wonderful mother. Please, don't stop now.
Helen!
You know, I've never seen this place look so empty.
Every business goes through its ups and downs. We'll pick up again soon.
Yeah? Well, not if Karis or Matata have their way.
Well, if you smiled more often, this place wouldn't be so empty.
If you didn't give out loans to people who couldn't afford them, our customers might still have their money left with us.
Karis, how can I help you?
You can't. I want Nancy to serve me, if you don't mind.
Suit yourself.
So, how can I help you today?
Sir. How can I help you today, sir?
How can I help you today, sir?
There you go. That wasn't so hard, was it? But I come with good news. I hear things haven't been really good at the bank, so I want to do my bit and help out. Besides, my business is doing very well. So well that, in fact, I want to open a savings account with you to put in all the profit that I'm making.
You want us to bank the money that you took from our customers in the first place?
Yes.
Certainly, sir. You'll have to fill out a form first.
Hey, Josiah, you're here. So?
So what?
Mabuki, did he come? Did you start work in the afternoon?
No.
In the morning, then? Tonight, you need to sleep very well because tomorrow we'll have enough money for food.
I turned him down, Anna.
What do you mean?
I didn't take up the job.
Mabuki came to you with a well-paying job and you rejected it. What kind of a man are you? What do you expect us to eat? Your pride?
Don't you see that is what is left? That is the only thing left that no one can take away from me.
Josiah, you have me and your children. Does your pride really count more than us?
No, of course not, but...
I'm really sorry. If you don't do anything about this, I will.
It's just that she made me so angry.
Look, it's okay. She had no right to come in here and yell at you the way she did. This is our house. She needs to respect that.
Hello, Red. We are just wondering if we can come in for a moment.
Of course. Please have a seat.
Thank you.
Mom? Dad? What are you doing here?
Well, your mom and I decided to come and see you and congratulate you properly on your marriage. Isn't that right, Bernadette?
Yes, I just wanted to apologize for my behavior earlier. I said some things that I really didn't mean.
As did I, Mrs. Baraka. I'm sorry.
No, Red, you were right. I was afraid of losing my son.
Mom, you'll never lose me.
Red, this is for you.
Thank you.
It belonged to my mother. She gave it to me on the day of my wedding. I know she would have wanted you to have it.
It's beautiful.
Welcome, my daughter, to our family.
Thank you, Mrs. Baraka.
Why have you left this place unattended?
I'm sorry, Mr. Mlani, I can explain. There's a lady who passed here. She looked like Helen. I followed her. No, but she was the one.
I don't care, Snake. You've already had your last warning.
But Mulani, you know, this lady has my pregnancy. I have to lie for the kid.
No, Snake. You just have to go. Just go.
Anna, can I have a word with you?
There's nothing left to talk about.
I've been speaking to my colleagues in Nairobi about the acquisitions of the orphans' land.
And they no longer want it. That's great news.
No, I'm afraid not. The acquisition will still go ahead as planned in 1 month's time.
1 month? That's hardly any time at all.
I'll take your concerns to Parliament.
Don't bother. It won't do any good. It looks like they've already made up their mind. And until this community makes their own legislative themselves, people like us will always be sidelined. Mr. Mabuki?
Yes, Anna. What can I do for you?
I heard about what happened. I'm really sorry. Forgive my husband. He didn't know what he was saying.
It seemed to me that Josiah knew exactly what he was saying, Anna.
He wasn't thinking clearly. If you won't accept your offer for help, then I will.
You want to drive for me?
No, I just want a loan. Please, I promise to pay you back every penny. Mr. Mabuki, my children are starving. What else do I do?
I don't see Josiah agreeing to that.
Josiah doesn't have to know.
Very well, Anna. A small weekly installment to feed your children until Josiah gets back on his feet again.
Thank you, Mr. Mabuki. Thank you very much.
There. Done.
Karis, I was rude in my approach earlier. I'm sorry. But as long as your lending company exists, gullible people with real problems will keep coming to you for a quick cash fix without considering the repercussions of the repayments.
Nancy, it's their choice, not mine.
They come to you because they have no choice. If we turn anybody down for a loan, it's because we're looking out for their interests as much as our own. We know they can't keep up with the repayments, and we don't want them to be saddled with unmanageable debt. But you don't care about that, do you?
Listen, Nancy, I'm a businessman, and they're willing clients. So the way I see it, they can come here, or they can come to me. It's their choice. But you know what? I can do you a favor and push some of them towards you. If you push yourself towards me.
Nancy, is everything all right?
Everything's fine. Mr. Mabuki was just leaving.
Where did you get that food from?
Does it matter?
Where did you get the money to buy it, Anna?
From the merry-go-round fund.
But you owe the market women some money. Why would they lend you any more until you had paid that back? These things are from Mabuki's money, aren't they?
What if they are? Josiah! Josiah! Josiah, please!
It was his son who put him in jail in the first place. I don't want anything to do with that family.
Josiah, please. Josiah, please. Josiah, please.